We are live. How you guys doing? Welcome back to another session of the Lomér games, where last game it kind of got a little rough. And on a side note to anybody who's listening, who's a TikTok fan of mine, I do still blame you for what happened. For people who are unaware, I asked the D&D TikTok community what I should do about a party that didn't have a healer, and the overwhelming amount of comments that just said "fucking kill him" was substantially high. So now let's listen to the summary of last game, knowing that. So, Larcanus, who is captured by Awacorte, who is guarded by a series of skeletons and three uniquely race, who decided to not only bind and disarm Larcanus, but to also roast him in a vicious comedy battle, just mercilessly, because these rays apparently now have personalities, which is now canon within Lomér. Larcanus, biding his time, allowing himself to pass out after a while, wakes up and makes a daring escape, acknowledging that he has lost all of his possessions. It is safer to go to Rumlog, knowing that that was the next location that the party was going to go to, and instead of trying to sneak his way back to Thornbog to regain his items, deciding to run along the top parts of the swamplands. He has avoided all types of encounters through my dismay, and found himself later on that night at Rumlog to join the rest of his party. However, when he got there, things were not as pleasant as when he last left them. In Rumlog, the party all seemingly having different ideas on how to complete Awacorte's mission, or ways of just reconnaissance. Jago wanting to stir things up in the city, causing major distraction by not only making his presence known, but to also sell a variety of different drugs by a competitor of Frollo's. Saga deciding to go a little bit more on the deceptive level and disguising herself and allowing befriending people who were trying to break into the very same brew house that they were all trying to break into, and trying to find different methods and ways of learning the situation. Connor being more of a battering ram, trying to interrogate his way through the populaces, all in which 2 out of 3 gave everyone attention to them. Jago deciding to check on the brew house by himself, killed the guard in the back, and found himself fighting a dragonborn monk who was inside the brew house. Seemingly completely outmatched, Jago is immediately defeated and his body flung off the rooftop that they were fighting on. Dying, bleeding out, he unfortunately bled out before Saga could reach him. With a companion dead, the party surrounds him, and an old, somewhat acquaintance, former combatant, Cal Korg, who is an enforcer of Frollo and one of the main heads of Rumlog, seems very indifferent to the death of Jago, seemingly because Jago killed Sal the monk, who Cal Korg was generally fond of, but offers a deal to bring back Jago. All the while, inside the party's head is a voice of Awacorte, assuring him that they can bring him back if he just places the finger that he gave them inside him. And that is where we leave off. You see Kel Korg on top of his warg, leaning over. Yeah, so I think you're all smart enough to know where the tide of this war is going. Do yourself a favor. Get on the winning side. Work for Frollo. And maybe I'll give you a scroll of resurrection. Bring your buddy back. Just gotta do a few favors.
Connor's gonna look at Saga. Do it. Give him the finger.
What choice do we have? We have to give him the finger.
You see Zul. What finger are you referring to?
I whisper to Connor, what if this means that he controls Jago?
He is gonna control Jago. But what else can we do? He's a death god. This is his own. Who else are we going to get to help us? We're gonna work for Frollo?
Jago wouldn't want that!
Jago wouldn't want any of this. You think he wants to be dead?
Let's say we do work for Frollo. Doesn't that mean Alacorte is going to be his enemy now as well? I mean, could we possibly gain, not allies, but at least backup in this situation?
I don't think that's how Frollo works, and I don't think that anybody here even knows about Alacorte.
Well,
Zul.
we'll know about him pretty soon if we don't put that, if we decide to disobey him.
How about we take this back to the boat?
Let's go.
Fine.
I'm gonna pick up Jago.
Zul goes. You see a few of the guards step forward. Some of them raising their swords. You see Kel. It's okay. It's okay. Tell you what. You want to start some business? Get that scroll of resurrection. Brings them right back. Just so I know you're serious. Why don't you take that boat over to that hut down the way and kill Poke for me? His drugs are in my town. So you do that for me, I know you're playing the right game. And I'll give you that scroll of resurrection.
Okay, so I'm just gonna ignore him.
Okay.
Can I whisper to just pull them all off to the side, pull you guys to the side? Look, and we're gonna beat these guys' asses anyway, right?
Yeah, but not here and now.
I know, but if we go and do this stupid mission, we get this resurrection scroll, we bring Jago back, we come back full force, we're gonna beat their asses. We're not killing somebody who helped us. We're not killing somebody Jago liked.
Just
I'm
then,
not having any more blood on my hands.
The door to the brew house, the front door, opens, and you see, Saga. You see the Dragonborn monk that killed Jago, and Larcanus. You see Sensei Pain.
Oh my god!
So I'm gonna know Saga. I'm gonna put my hand on Saga's arm and say, we will make this right. We just need time. Just wait.
The Dragonborn, deep red.
Connor, I need a dex save from you because she is going to rage, and I hope this is low.
Go ahead.
If she rages, I'm going in with her because I want to punch him.
Hold on. I have to pull up my character sheet because I failed the first roll and I need to figure out what I need to do. Dude.
How badly did you fail?
Badly.
It's not a lot of damage.
Oh, I'll take damage.
Okay. You're going to take 4 points of lightning damage. And in that moment, Saga's going to realize that she hurt you, and she's going to just kind of jolt back, and the electricity surrounding her is going to fade away. You need to get out of here.
The
Come on, let's go.
The dragonborn monk walks over to Larcanus. Timid dragon. I heard you were here. Thought you would be in Bourbon Bay. You could return to the monastery.
I'm surprised you even still call it a monastery.
Times change.
Morals don't.
So,
Call yourself a master the way you live your life, the way the monastery lives. There are people who needed help. You're here. You're here. Kinda wish that Saga would have raged on you. Because it would have given me excuse to finally punch you in that face.
go ahead and give me an intimidation check.
Ooh, baby. You rolled 17?
17? Okay. He smiles. He walks up to you. Now's your chance.
Connor's gonna grab him by the shoulder, like, Larcanus, it's bad enough. We have to go. Let's regroup. We'll come back. Just ignore him.
I take Connor's hand off my shoulder.
Yeah.
I get really close to him. Saw what you did to my friend. I'm not gonna act out of emotion right now, but do know everything comes back full circle. And I walk away from him.
Connor sighs in relief.
Go back to the
Cool. All right. Zul helps you pick up Jago's body as he is quite a large bugbear.
Saga's just gonna try to pick him up on her own because she's angry and emotional and is not letting anybody near him.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a strength check.
18.
18. You just pushing through him. You just get into his waist and do a full-on fireman, over the shoulders, hold him. With most of his body still kind of drags the floor, as he is quite a large bugbear, and you are like 5'2". So
Oh, come on, 5'2", and he's like folded in half.
he is folded in half.
his
It's just his
body's not
toe.
5
It's just
feet.
his toes are just kind of
All right, all right.
scraping along. Cause let me see his stats again. He's a big boy.
Yeah, but he's not 10 feet.
No, he's not 10 feet. He's not 10 feet, but he's definitely the toes are clicking the back part of your shins.
All right.
The back. So, looks like more like a big heavy coat over you. But
Oh.
just slumped over, blood trickling, what's left of the blood trickling down as you guys make your way back. Zula and Gabriel following close behind. And you return back to the boat, being noticeably escorted out by Kel Korg and Sensei Payne, with Kianka, the large half-orc woman who seems to be the sheriff of the town. Crowd kind of goes silent. The festivities kind of dim down, seeing you all carrying a dead body out. And as they're leaving, Kel Korg is like, "All right, get back to what you came for. Buy our shit, have a little bit of fun, and go home." And as he continues down, the crowd just kind of generally disperse, act like they didn't see nothing. And really realizing the territory you are truly in. As you guys reach back to the boat, you see Keyleth, on the bed, her eyes just sunken down, seeing you guys bring Jago back on the boat. You lay him out, his dead body. You notice. Actually, give me a perception check, all of you.
14.
14. Okay.
Eat.
Perception's 20.
20.
30.
30. Oh, wow. So, Saga, you notice Zul and Gabriel are talking, but they're noticeably talking quietly. And Connor, you hear Gabriel's like, it's over. We need to do what we were told. Let's get distance so we can explain. And they notice you kind of peering in, and they just kind of go along with helping everyone get ready to sail off, helping taking off the rope that's docked. And you see Keyleth just kind of look over at Jago, kneeling down next to him. You see some tears start falling down her eyes. Places his hand crossover to him, kind of pets the little bit tufts of his hair, and then she just kind of stands up, head down, and it just goes to the ship. Just tell me where we're going. And she walks to the captain's deck.
We'll let you know once we figure it out.
All right.
For now, let's just move.
Did Kael'Kor and his men follow us onto the ship, or did they just escort us and then leave?
They're just over by the dock.
Okay. Get out of here.
You hear the motors, the mechanical spiders move around and start churning the ships, and you guys start leaving the dock of Rumlog. It is now closer to like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. The weight of the day really starts feeling it. And as you are slowly just kind of getting off to when you're out of sight of Rumlog, about 30, 40 minutes pass. And when you are officially out of sight, she turns it off, and you guys are just kind of coasting along the swamp bank. And
All right. I think it's time that we get everything on the table. First off, we need to explain to Zul and Gabriel, sorry friends, that we weren't more upfront with you about what's going on. Alacorte gave us a finger. We need to use that in order to get back Canis, who has found his way here on his own. Without that leverage, we no longer are obligated to Alacorte to put the finger into the rage potion, which was supposed to help turn more people to the side of Alacorte for the coming battle.
oh, I understand that. Dimitri explained. But why put it in Jago?
He said he can bring him back.
Who said?
Alacorte. He's been speaking in our minds ever since this happened.
That is sad to hear. I don't think it matters much now. Gabriel, you know what we have to do. Gabriel takes out a piece of chalk and starts drawing a large circle in the center of the bank of the boat. I'm sorry, Saga. We have to leave. Zul and I have to leave.
Hi, where are you going?
We gotta go back. Zul has to go back to Heart and Shell, and I need to return to Champion's Way.
We haven't finished our mission yet.
We have. Dimitri told us that if you failed badly again, that the bayou would be lost. And to focus our efforts on Aztec. Jago is dead. Everyone knows you're here. We are outgunned, and we don't have enough capable people here to do anything. Officially, the bayou is lost, just like Father's resolve was. I am taking Zul, Barrett, and Kith back. That's what we were told before.
Fine. Turn tail and run. Whatever you want. I'm staying here. I'm finishing the mission, and I will get my friend back.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jago really hated cowards. And what you're doing is definitely cowardice.
Cowardice. Look, I have no loyalty to this piece of rock. Okay? I'm not from here. And yet I have almost died a couple of times helping you guys out. And I've seen you guys take simple missions and turn them tits up. You have no sense. You guys don't work together. At all. And you're going to try to save Rumlog and Thornbog? You're going to get everyone killed. We can beat Aztec. Once we beat Aztec, we can use our full force to take back the bayou and stop Alacorte. But this way, you're not enough, and you guys have failed. I'm sorry. I am sorry, Saga. I did not want this part of the mission to happen. I thought I can help. But you lost. Go home. And he starts going back to his chalk. Zul walks over to Saga and you guys. Here are other options for you. I have a way, but I do not believe it's what Jago would want. But there is another. Dimitri did not leave only you to stop our Corte. He sent a team to the land of giants to find the other piece of the hemoglobin. There is a cleric among them, Roxa. He could help. I do not know him. I just know he's there. The way I have is not resurrection. It's reincarnation. I don't use it unless I know that's what they want. I am sorry. I need to return home and protect my home. And he kind of goes to inside, starts wailing out the exhausted bodies of Barrett and Kith. Now a little bit more lucid, able to kind of sit upright. They're still very weak and kind of constantly going in and out. He places them in the middle of this chalked arcana circle that Gabriel's constructed. I don't know what you guys are going to do, but if you can find Roxa, maybe that cleric can bring back Jago. Might want to find a place to put Jago until then. And if you want to keep on this mission, that's up to you. But from Dimitri, leave Rumlog and Thornbog. The mission has failed.
What we do now is none of your business, Gabriel. off this ship.
Gabriel just kind of sighs, puts his head down, and just kind of concentrates on creating the chalk form. And he walks, and Keyleth walks down, wondering where they're going. Okay, so where we're... You son of a fucking bitch, you're leaving. Yes, Keyleth. I suggest you leave too. I'm sure you can. I'm sure your baby can make it. Maybe to mother's love, father's resolve, definitely. I suggest you leave. I'm not leaving my home. And he goes back to his chalk form, placing it. Zul stands on the circle, looks over to you. I know failure. Some drown in it. Some wear it. Some redeem. Good luck. And you see Gabriel slam his fist on the ground. The chalk outline starts glowing a bright white, and the blinding. And as the light goes away, it's just smoke, and you see just the charred outlines of the chalk. Now it's just you three and Keyleth on the quiet bank outside of Rumlock.
You gonna let that magic jerk mess up the deck of your boat?
He's long gone. They're cannons. And I fear we are too.
So, where do you want to go?
Well, we could seek out the cleric. I don't really know what other options we have.
What do you want to do about him? And she looks over at Jago's body.
Do you know any place? He can be safe.
Not here. I mean, you're dealing with a guy who raises the dead. Out. Do you guys have a place? You have a home?
Do you have a keep?
Seems like a
I don't know
place
if it would be safe.
I mean,
It's not worded.
Then deeper into town, maybe go. My baby doesn't really do well on the open sea. That's why I use a rowboat to get to your keep. But if you have a keep, that's something. It was pretty far. That's where I picked you guys up. It's pretty far. It's pretty well out the range, and there's a lot of people there now. You got all those workers, so there's traffic. If something were to happen, people would know about it.
We did pay John Periwinkle well, perhaps, to keep Jago safe until we can return.
I mean, that's the idea.
Saga, it's your keep. I don't want to turn it into a tomb, so it's up to you.
You think we can get him back?
We'll die trying. I don't care.
And whatever it takes.
So be it.
Okay.
Arcanus, anything you have to say on the matter?
Hey, do what we gotta do.
Fair enough.
Okay. Well, I hope you guys will not mind me making a quick pit stop. I'm going to get my friend Poke.
Good idea.
And he's only a little while out. She starts it up. The motor starts going. And you guys head on. And now around 2 a.m. The life of the swamp still very vibrant in these dark times. It starts to rain.
Larcanus, have you rested?
Um, yeah, I can keep watch if you need me to.
You are still exhausted, by the way.
Am I? I didn't take a lot of damage though. I'm pretty
No,
good.
but your damage is good, but
Yeah.
you are currently exhausted, so you are at disadvantage on your checks.
Okay.
Perhaps sleep
No.
through the night on this one, friend. You've come a long way on your own.
Okay. That's valid, actually.
I'll take first watch, Saga.
Sleep. I won't be getting any sleep tonight. You go rest.
Fair enough. Don't hesitate to wake me.
Okay. Alrighty. As you go to sleep, go ahead and give me a perception.
At 1.
Nat 1. That's accurate.
So for a total of 6, but that's yeah, that's her mindset. So
As you are awake, but your mind is all over the place, thinking about Jago, thinking about all the different adventures you've had, all the mess ups, the first mission to rescue the hostages, the meeting, the first time you guys all met on the boat. You're so far in your head, you don't notice anything. What would you like to do in this time?
I want to find a cloth and some water and just clean off Jago's wounds.
Okay. Go ahead. Give me a medicine check.
16.
16. Easy enough. You go to the barrel, a bucket of water that Keyleth had kind of ready for Barrett and Kith, and you kind of new patient, as it were, drying off the dried up blood along his fur, cleaning him off a little bit. Again, holding his body getting colder as you deal with him getting stiffer, and just keeping focus on this task, and you effectively clean up your friend Jago. He still has all of his gear, his bag, all this stuff on him, so you're kind of working around it, unless you want to start disarming and declothing him.
No, she wouldn't do that. She's just gonna clean him up and just sit there.
Okay. And as your shift comes to an end, about good 4 hours pass, your shift is over.
I take a walk around the deck, trying to do a little bit better job as a lookout. Not waking Connor or Larcanus.
Okay. You will get an exhaustion point. All right. Go ahead and roll another
24.
24. As you keeping your peer out, around the end of the watch is going, and you guys are starting to hit. It's now early in the morning. It's about 9 a.m. And you see, as you guys are now getting close to Poke's hut, you notice two wraiths. I'm sorry, a wraith and two skeletons kind of going around Poke's hut. You listen in, and you can just hear the seemingly constantly pacing back and forth around Poke's hut, going through the hut, going out of the hut. You're still very far off, but you can see that there's some activity.
All right, now I'm gonna wake the guys up.
Okay.
The wraiths are here. I think they're probably after Larcanus.
Definitely looking for me. I remember those skeletons.
You can give me you can see if you can see him from here. Give me a perception check.
It's 14.
14.
So-
It does look like a familiar wraith. The one said you skipped leg day.
Yeah. I got it. Definitely punching him if we have to fight them. Or kicking him, actually. Showing him skipping a day.
And but yeah, and Keyleth comes out. She's like, "Shit. Okay, fuck. I don't even know if he's alive. Can't." And she kind of looks to you guys, kind of wantingly. I know you guys been through a lot, and you don't have a reason to help him. Can you just see if he's alive?
Yes, I'm. There's not going to be more blood on my hands. Not today. We've fought these fuckers before.
Okay.
So Connor's gonna try and observe them. I got 15 on my perception check, so I'm seeing them also.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna try and gain some insight as we make our way in.
Okay. Go ahead and give me as she stops the ferry, giving you guys plenty of space to venture out along the swamp line. Give me a stealth check.
Before I get off the boat, can I ask her if she finished that thing?
Yeah.
For
And honey, you got to give me more than a evening.
I got a 17 on my stealth check.
17 also.
Okay. And Larcanus?
a 6.
A 6?
You're the dexterous one.
Sorry,
You're pretty far. You're far out. You jump off the deck and you drop right into a big pond, and make a big splash. You're like, shit. Kind of thing, but you're luckily you're the you said you were doing this at the deck, so you're in the back. You're trying to catch up. Saga, Connor, you get closer and you hear the wraith. Poke. You will come to Thornbog. And the wraith just seems like it's constantly now making a wider bank out around his hut and just seemingly looking for Poke. 2 skeletons clattering around, each one with swords, looking around. Still hasn't noticed you guys yet. This may be difficult because my desktop just lost internet. So that's where I have my roll 20. So this might be a little bit of the theater of the mind today, guys. I apologize. It literally just kicked out, and I do not know why. Luckily, my laptop still has internet. So,
Yay.
so, apologies to the map I was going to use today, but oh well. So you guys are approaching, and you still have again. Give me one more stealth check, Larcanus, as you catch up. Let's see if you ruin it.
Oh my god, really? A 7?
Well, as you guys are looking in, trying to see if you can notice Poke, see where the next bank is, you see Larcanus walk right behind you. He's like, "Hey guys," and he kind of steps on a wood piece, not realizing it's completely dead, and just and the skeletons click over, and the wraith looks over at you, Larcanus. And Ellen, does your wraith say anything?
Yes. Need more agility training.
Oh, roll initiative.
So much. Oh,
Again.
great. I wrote 20 for
21
it.
with a nat 20 on initiative, so
Oh.
I'm
Right.
just gonna roll poorly for the rest of combat.
Okay, that's a good start.
Hopefully
I got
that's a good sign for me.
I got 11.
Okay. Larcanus, what you got?
23.
23. Oh,
Yeah.
jumping right in. Okay, let me roll for
Pissed, I
the
guess.
wraith. Ooh, that was poor. And for the skeleton, that was worse. And for the other one, oh my god. Alrighty. All right, you guys are all about 30 feet away from the bundle. They're all kind of clustered together to two skeletons and a wraith. Call it Skeleton A and Skeleton B. Larcanus, you are first to act.
Skeletons, one way. Two skeletons, one wraith.
Yes.
That was a two throws one. Anyway. hold on. I wish I could see. Which one's closer to me?
Skeleton A, it'll be the closest one to you. They're all kind of like think of it like they're kind of lined up right in front of the house. One of them's on the left side of the door, the other one's on the right side of the door, and then the wraith is like about 15 feet off to the right.
And the wraith is the one that said I needed agility check?
Yes. The wraith is about 40 feet away from you.
40 feet. I have 50 feet.
All right. You're going for the wraith. All right.
Damn. Maybe I shouldn't go for this wraith. I have nothing on me.
Well, your hands are magical.
They are. That sounds like a.
I know that sounded way more. That sounded way more erotic than I had planned. I apologize.
Totally fine.
Things that
Yeah,
Taro will never say about Larcanus.
I thought we were done with that. That was so long
Ouch,
ago.
bro.
Yeah,
Oh, but it was really only a couple days ago.
Yeah.
right.
I think at this point, what has it been, like a week? It's been a little over a week since it all happened.
I rethink my actions, and instead of acting towards anger at the wraith who was talking shit, I'm gonna think back and go, we need to work as a team. Let me stay close to everybody. And I start attacking the closest skeleton to me.
Okay.
Let's see. I want to kick him.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Oh, come on. Damn. I rolled a 9 to hit.
Yeah, that's a miss, buddy.
I know it is. Okay, there we go. That one's better. That's like, it's over 20. I threw another kick. The first one misses, and I come back around with a spinning back kick.
Go for it.
Oh yeah, my damage. D6. Oh, I hate that I don't have my stick. That was a bad roll. 5. I'll take it. That's 8.
Okay. And you're hitting the first skeleton.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, actually, can I turn that into a stunning strike? Sorry.
You can. Yes. Yes. So 8
Yeah.
damage,
Give
and
me,
stunning strike that's a Constitution.
DC save. It's 13. Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, he rolled a natural 19.
Balls. All right. Damn, I don't have anything. I hate that my armor class is at 14. I go into patient defense.
Okay. But he took 8 damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. As you crack him with that spinning back kick, one of his arms just falls right out. And he just kind of just looks at you and with blank eyes and just...
How's that for skipping leg day?
Ellen Wraith, any reply to that?
Does not respond.
Silence, that's right.
Leaves it to... That goes to Saga. You're up.
Alrighty. I'm going to cast what is it? Branding Smite as my bonus action.
Nice.
And then I'm going to attack it twice with some extra radiant damage because I seem to remember these things not doing so well with my normal axe.
All right, going for the Wraith. Go for it.
So that is a 26 to hit.
26 hits.
Right, so let's get some damage die up in there. It's a percentile die. Wow, I don't know what I'm doing today, guys. That is a 7 on damage with an additional... Smite is 2d6 radiant, so it's 7 slashing, non-magical, and 9 radiant
Okay.
on the Wraith, to be clear. I don't think I specified, but I was hitting the Wraith.
Yeah, I assumed. I assumed.
She got real mad and went for the Wraith, is what happened. 'Cause, yeah.
All right. And you said how much from the wraith?
It's gonna be
The radiant.
7 slashing, 9 radiant.
Okay. Definitely seems like that radiant really shined and crackled on the wraith. And
Cool. I can only do that once, but it's now shedding dim light in a 5-foot radius and can't become invisible.
nice. Oh, and it seems
And-
like and the light has really seems like it's constantly shimmering the wraith and is kind of coming in and out of existence.
Like that. All right, and I'm gonna hit him again.
Go for it.
That is a 13 to hit.
13 just now I'm doing everything on my laptop. 13 just barely misses.
Alrighty, that's my turn then.
Alrighty. As you swing down with your axe again, it just kind of goes right through the wraith, doesn't seemingly not affecting it in any conceivable way. Connor, you are up.
Yep. So I'm also going to rush the wraith, knowing they're. Given my past experience with wraiths, I'm very excited to use a fire sword against it.
Alrighty. Go ahead
I'm
and
good.
roll that damage. Roll that
Okay.
attack.
I'm gonna ignite my sword.
As that dim light now is even brighter as the light of the sword just it gives off the heat to the early morning sun.
And that's a 20 to hit.
20 hits.
Okay, so we are going to be doing 1d8 plus 5 damage. So it's going to take the... Sorry, I got to uncap myself here so I can figure out what these dice are. So that's a 6 plus 5, so it's 11 piercing damage.
Nice.
And then 2d6. That's 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 additional fire damage.
Okay. It's seeming like the fire damage doesn't do as much as you originally anticipated. Seemingly like the wraith is resistant to fire.
Oh, wait.
Womp womp.
Great.
I should have punched the wraith. Damn it.
You did mention the magic hands for a reason.
I know, but I thought we would just like chip away at him and then like. All right.
You explained it really well in character though, and I'm still sold on it.
I know. I was like, we're keeping it together, and then like I go back to the skeletons, and then you guys both go to the wraith, and I'm like, wait, oh, damn. Now I'm fighting 2 skeletons.
So,
We're in healing potion radius. Just don't go farther than 40 feet.
I have nothing on me.
You are but a babe.
so I'm going to. Connor's going to look at the wraith and be like, "Oh, we don't mind fire, huh?" I'm going to reach out and grab the wraith's face and hit it with shocking grasp.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Ooh.
Shocking.
Go ahead.
Do have a
So
negative
that is 26 to hit,
That hits.
and that's 2d8. I got 5 and 3, so 8 damage total.
What kind of damage?
Shocking damage, lightning damage.
Lightning damage.
Says
Okay,
It's
so
just
how
a
many?
lightning
How
bolt.
much damage?
8.
8. Okay.
Man, that's more lightning damage than I ever do, and that's my whole thing.
Seemingly, also, the lightning doesn't seem to do as much damage as the fire, but you are actively hurting it. It seems like it's starting to wear a little bit.
All right.
As your hand goes and lightning just starts coursing through, electrocuting, realizing that a lot of people on your team has a lot of lightning damage on you.
Oh, sweet. So I use my action surge to attack again. I'm going to go in with the flame tongue rapier.
Go for it.
That is 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Oh, goodness. That's 6 plus 5 piercing damage.
5. Okay.
And That's 11 fire damage.
Nice. Okay. It's starting to really wear on this thing. Again, does seem like seemingly like it's not doing as much damage as you originally anticipated, but just the accumulation of blows is really starting to wear.
You know, you could do less math if you made things that were less resistant. Just
I know.
handy DM tip.
You know what? You're absolutely right. But that's what they says. Rays are resistant to fire and lightning.
Resistant to so much.
So I'm going to go ahead and use the superiority die to add a D8 damage to that.
Go for it.
It's a 4 additional damage.
Okay.
Then we're going to do attack number 2 on this attack. Because fighters, why not?
Fighters just punch you to death. They're like monks.
That was a 5, so I'm going to use my lucky die to reroll. And that's a 3, so this last one's not going to do anything.
You see Connor with his blazing sword swipe at the wraith over again, and then grasping him and lightning coursing through him, realizing that it seems like Connor's really falling into his magical abilities a little bit more in combat, and with this scouring of fire and lightning coursing through, and the wraith still but shimmering in and out with the light source constantly on it. And that does it for your turn. Taking it over to the wraith, who is going to strike at you, Connor. Ooh, that was a horrible... Oh, no, and I'm rolling with disadvantage. That's even worse. That's 11 to hit.
Definitely doesn't hit, and I'm going to use my reaction to do my defensive duel, or my riposte. When a creature misses me, I can use reaction die to hit it with a melee attack.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll, and that is a lot of lucky dice. 8 plus 7, that's 15.
15 hits.
Get ready, motherfucker. Ooh, that's an 8 plus 5, and then 2d6. That's 6 damage on top of that.
So what's the total?
It's 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then 6 fire damage.
Okay. Whew. Now,
You know, I'm glad you're kicking ass like this, but I kind of wish I'd kept that sword now.
I don't know if you'd be good at it. It's not heavy enough for you.
I like the way that was a compliment and an insult.
at the
You're
same.
probably right.
This was really good.
As the battle commences forward. Okay, put that there. All right, and just slashing away at it, showing the skill and bravos that rapier has given you, and now takes it over to the skeleton,
Plus,
who is also going to try to run. He's going to try to attack Larcanus, because you are attacking it now with his short sword. That's a 17 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
patient defense.
But patient.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Patient defense. Yep, that's even better. So,
Well, shit.
17 to hit. That's a 4 piercing.
Okay.
That is all it can do. It just slashes right at you. You dodge the fatal blow, but gets kind of clipped right at the tail end. Taking it over to the second wraith, who's going to try to gang up on you, Larcanus.
Is there a skeleton?
It's a skeleton.
It's a skeleton. But that's a horrible. I rolled a 4, so that one misses. You just kind of nimbly dodge around it.
And hold up, and I use Tipsy Sway as he misses, which if the other creature is within 5 feet, he hits him.
Yes. Yeah. Use those monk abilities. So I just roll damage on the monk on the skeleton now.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
No damage on the monk. We don't want
Yeah. Guess what?
Dead?
Dead. How do you want to do it?
Yes!
Really? No. I really want the other skeleton to just kill him. I want to just like dodge and just like, and the skeleton just shatters, and I'm like, oh, all right.
And you just see the skeleton just looks down at his handiwork. His jaw just dropped. And that
Man, they're trying to strike on him at that point.
no, you've got it enough.
I know.
Badassery done, but it is your turn.
Exactly. And I'm going to strike him.
Go for it.
Oh, look at that. That's like a 25.
25 hits.
Let me go ahead and stunning strike him.
Go. Okay. Ooh, he is stunned.
Nice. Let me roll this damage. That is, oh man, that's a 9 for damage. Dang.
Arcanas, you really hate wraiths.
Well, he's fighting a skeleton right now.
They were guarding me. I have a bone to pick with all these dudes.
A bone to pick?
Ah, I see what you did there.
Accidental
See?
pun.
Oh.
Accidental.
I really didn't think that it just happened. But yeah, that's a 9
That's real
for
gut
damage.
puncher
And,
right there, buddy.
And for my second attack,
Yeah.
I want to use my acid breath.
Yeah, go for it.
Well, no, actually, I'm gonna save that. I'm just gonna punch him again.
Go ahead and punch him again.
Because I can only use it once a day. There's no telling what we're about to run into. Dang it. That's I should have did the acid breath. It's a 13.
13. 13. I think 13's a miss. Yeah, 13 is a just barely miss.
All right, well then I'm gonna go ahead and do Fury of Blows because I know he can't be that. He doesn't have that much health.
Go for it.
Oh come on, another 13 on that first strike. So
Yep.
that's gonna miss. And give me one more strike. That one is a 18.
18
That's
hits. Roll damage.
Damage. Oh, that's a 5 for damage on that second strike.
That's okay. That's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. How do you want to do that skeleton?
Second punch misses. Even though he's stunned, he's like looking like, oh crap. Wait, no, wait. I hit him with the first one, didn't I?
Yeah, you hit him with that
Hit him
first
with the
trick.
first one. Damn, knocked him with the first one. His jaw that was dropped felt like, fell off. And then I swing again, missing. But then I come back with a spinning back elbow. I watched UFC.
Yeah. Oh, you saw.
Back elbow.
Oh, you going Dominic Reyes, dude?
Yeah.
Oh, that poor guy. Sorry. You're getting teased even in D&D, Dominic Reyes.
Terrible. It was the most beautiful elbow combo I've ever seen in my life.
Oh.
It was gorgeous, bro. Like, But yeah, boom, come back with a nice, perfect elbow, and his head just shatters, and bone fragments just explode into the sky, and he just fucking collapses.
Just completely, literally
His body-
dust.
His head explodes, and his body falls just like Dominic Reyes's.
Oh. Falls over. Done. Down.
That's rude.
You even hear in your mind the commentary, it is all over. It's-
Oh my god!
Insert Joe Rogan. Oh, done.
Joe Rogan, coke fueled. Oh,
Oh man.
yeah.
Brilliant. Beautiful. On that, it is now Saga. Your move.
All right, I'm gonna rage this time. And as I start up my rage, I'm gonna need a dex save from the wraith. Could I roll above a 2 on this lightning for once?
Oh, that's a natural 18.
So it's gonna be half of 4
Which
because
is
he succeeded, and then half of 1 because he's resistant. So he gets 1 whole point of lightning damage.
you static shock the wraith very well.
All right, well now we're just gonna hit him because I'm mad. I'm gonna attack recklessly this time because I'm very mad, and
Okay.
I'm mad that I missed last time. So that's gonna be, thank God for reckless. Hit.
I didn't hear you. Sorry, kind of broke up a little bit. What was the roll to hit?
16?
16?
16.
16 hits.
Alrighty, so that'll be plus 5. 8 points of damage, all slashing.
Okay.
Nothing magic about that. And then I'm hitting again, still recklessly, with a 23 to hit.
23 hits.
And I have thrown my die off of the table. Let's roll some damage. That is a 14 points of slashing damage.
Nice. How you want to do it?
Oh, I am just gonna cleave right into it once from this side and then just like pulling the axe back up across, sort of like, it's like not at all a technically good shot, but she's really pissed and just like the sheer force of driving her axe up just sends it like shit, like just kind of like shadowy tendrils flying off from her axe.
Cool. What is Wraith Ellen's last words?
She didn't skip arms.
You skipped the life day.
I forgot.
That's funny. It was already dead.
I know.
You're just yelling into the ether. And as you guys look over the battlefield, bones laid out everywhere, you see over by one of the trees and the rocks, the rock opens up, revealing itself to be like a more of a wooden carved rock, and you see the goblin poke kind of creep out from under it.
Why don't you keep your drugs there? That's a good hiding place.
It's better to hide yourself when someone try to kill you. Don't worry, they're planning under there.
Get what you need and climb aboard. There's people coming for you.
I noticed.
And
There's
he
more where that came from. Come on.
kind of just, you see him peek his head down back underground, grab a little backpack, and he just runs right past you, back over to the ferry.
Little guy with his backpack and narcotics.
And as he passes you, Larcanus,
Ain't never met you before. Now I'll make you.
and he keeps running.
Okay.
What the hell?
What's
I love this guy.
All right. Well, I'm gonna follow him back onto the boat.
Alrighty.
Yep. I'm gonna make my way up too. I'm gonna take a pensive look around though as I do to see if there's any other anything else to worry about nearby.
Go for it.
We're looking at a 12.
12. You look around. It's pretty much as empty as it's been last time you were there. Kind of out in the middle of nowhere. That's already in the middle of nowhere. You wouldn't know to find it unless you were looking for it. And it seems fairly empty other than the general life you normally view in the swamp.
Okay.
And you guys all gather back on. And you see Caliph. She gives Poke a big hug. And she's like, oh my god, thank god you're not dead.
Yeah. It's, shit a couple of days though. Ever since I met you guys, seemed like everything just kind of went to shit.
Well, don't get used to things going better. As we may have saved your life now, we certainly haven't made your life any easier.
I'll take the win. Where we going?
Keela's like, well, we're getting these people back to their keep. And I want to try to see how many people I can get out. So let's first get them back.
Caliph, you have full access to my keep. I will do whatever needs to be done. get as many people out as you can and hold them up there for as long as you need. It's a mess, but it might keep people safe.
Okay. I'll hold you to that. And she gets back to work, gets the gears going, and the ferry ventures out. And you guys are on the road for a bit. You guys about another whole day before you make it back to your keep. So as you're on this path, you see Keyleth now off the deck, off of the captain's quarters, now in the deck, seemingly tinkering away on her tools and whatnot. And what would you like to do?
I'm going to join her, actually. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to pull out some of the snake leather that I cured, and I am going to start trying to fashion a pair of bracers.
Alrighty.
Got plans. What do I roll for seeing how well that goes?
We'll just do a. We'll do a. You can do a dexterity. Add your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
As you measure. Is this for a particular dragonborn?
It is a particular dragonborn, and I'm going to try to get our artificer friend to enhance them a little bit.
Look at you, forever DM. Look at you. Go
Because I've
ahead.
noticed that he came back without them.
Hey, I've been holding up pretty good without him.
Arcanus, come here. Let me just get a quick arm measurement from you. Okay. And I'm going to start working on it.
Alrighty.
That is a 15 plus 1, 16, 20.
20. Very good. Very good. You work. You're there with Caleb working for a couple of hours. You guys are tinkering away. She's also working on some stuff. And every time and it's actually an interesting moment you're having with Keela, because as you're used to either working by yourself or when you were a little girl working with your dad in his leather shop. And so, but this time, instead of your familiar father helping you, giving you little items as you're working along, you have a mechanical spider that's constantly dropping little items off for you as it moves along its path, seemingly working within you guys. And you fashion, let me pull this up, you fashion a pretty good set of bracers of defense. That's
So
originally, which will work. We'll just say that, normally you would, and because there's no regular bracers, are they? There's no just regular.
Nope. There's archery and defense.
Yeah. Thanks D&D Beyond. You guys really went to work on bracers.
I can skin bracers of defense.
Which, also, in terms of magic items, archers are the most screwed over. They get one set of bracers and, one magic bow, and that's it. You got the oath bow, and that's all.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we're just drowning in magic swords over here. Anyway, that's my rant.
That is all good. But as you make these fine leather bracers and tie them up nice and give a good kind of course to them, you see the bigger spider kind of fold down and then turn into a lot of other tiny little, even smaller mechanical spiders. And as they kind of course along the bracers, they all kind of fuse into the leather and seemingly ready to be worn.
Caleb, that's amazing.
Oh, well, my babies can do a few things. And she seems like she holds up a quarter staff. That's, I like it. I like it a lot. All right, this can work. And again, more spiders kind of fuse into it, giving little bulges along the pole. One at the bottom hill, one at the top hill, one in the center. with a little gem on the side, knowing that that's like kind of the top body of the spider that's wrapped around the quarterstaff. And she continues to work on it. And hey, Larcanus,
Yeah.
we got something for you.
Do I like peek my head around the corner like I wasn't already looking? Really?
Oh, give me a stealth check to see if they noticed you peeking in.
Got a 18.
18. They didn't notice you.
Oh.
Nice.
Seemingly entrenched in their work, just kind of constantly peering your head in. It's like, she's working on those. That's for me. That's got to be for me.
Nobody uses bracelets. That's gotta be for me. That's a stick. That's a stick. I stick people all the time. Oh man. Oh man. I wanna stick people so hard. Oh, cool. Okay. Cool. Okay.
Hey, come try these on. I don't want you fighting again without a little something.
I just
I'm gonna
put
hand
my
to the
hands
bracers.
out, all excited like a little kid or something.
I'll fasten them.
Okay. As you fasten them, seemingly they just look very cool and nice. She's like, just think on them a little bit. Try to get a feel for them for the next hour or so.
Let's go buy stuff.
And she also hands you this type of wooden mechanical quarterstaff. And she's like, now, it may not give much of a hit as your last one, but I put a little thing for it. Should give you guys some warnings. I've heard them kind of giving you a lot of shit for how you do your watches. This little baby right here, and you see the top ball on the top of the quarterstaff starts glowing a bright red, then dims out, then goes to a white, then dims out and goes to a red. That will happen anytime someone untoward comes your way.
Oh, sick.
This is a quarterstaff of warning.
Nice.
With a +1, because our artificer made it, so able to give you a +1 in attack. So you might have to, just kind of keep aware of that until I'm able to put it on your D&D sheet, and as well as your bracers of defense. Once you are fully attuned to it, it says +2, but it's actually a +3 because she has also done a little spruce up to it. So make sure you kind of keep that in mind. I'll make sure I drop a homebrew staff and bracer in there once my internet decides to work.
Internet, why are we doing this?
Just worst possible timing. Just the worst possible time for my desktop to go away. I had and I thought I have been improving my because a lot of things that people don't understand about DMing, it's a lot of paperwork. It's a lot of different.
Yup.
And then you guys do some random shit, and I'm digital. That's just where I felt more comfortable because I take horrible notes, so I do digital notes. So I have my Google Drive up. I have all the different links and everything, which is great for me until the internet goes.
Meanwhile, I'm panicking because I can't find my notebook and I don't have the name of the cleric we're supposed to find written down.
Roxa.
Great. I'll remember that for about 5 seconds.
And I am presuming I am pronouncing that correctly. But it's even better. If I'm pronouncing it wrong or incorrect, that just means that's
your name.
That's the name. Or that's just that's what they think the name is as of right now.
Yeah.
So, and you...
Oh!
So.
Okay. I see where this is going.
Good for you. And...
That was adorable.
I can always count on Ellen to be the most excited about everything we do, and I really do appreciate that. That makes being a DM just so much more fun.
Sorry, I'm the worst.
So, as you... now, Connor, this process has taken about 2 hours. Is there anything you would like to do?
Oh, yeah. There's something I'd definitely like to do. Connor is going to take out his little novel and start flipping through the pages of the smuttiest book he's ever seen.
Okay. Are you starting at the beginning, flipping over to a random page?
I'm gonna flip to a random page because Connor is chaotic
Okay.
for God knows what reason.
All right.
Oh God, what's up?
Okay, hold on. 42. I'm making myself a little. Okay. You flip for all that. That's pure smut. Narrative. Battle. Okay. Roll a D100.
Yeah, baby, let's go.
I have a nice. I just wrote down a little list. If you roll something between these, you're gonna get this kind of story. The different, see if you-
37.
A
37.
random smut encounter.
Well, it's. Are you gonna come across smut? Are you gonna come across narrative? Are you gonna come across action? Are you gonna come across? Because there's more to smut than just smut, which I have learned from my wife's novel collection. You said 37?
Yep.
Okay. You read about a section of the story where it's seemingly where Shaza and Dimitri meet for the first time. Young men, both seemingly in relationships at the time. And Shaza with a orc woman of the Hard and Shell tribe, as he has been welcomed as an orphan child, and he has general discussions with Dimitri as they are bridging a type of alliance. As you read a part of a discussion that they are having inside the cabin by themselves on the forces that are encroaching on the Aztec territories, and Shaza, confides into Dimitri about his fears and worries, not feeling like he is a member of the Orcs, also not feeling like he belongs to Lomér, being the only Goliath there, but knowing that these forces, these humans who have come to Lomér, seek to take the marble quarry, and he is going to go fight, but he's afraid, and he can't tell anyone. Dimitri leans over to his friend, holds him by his hand, looks into his eyes, and says, "You're the bravest person I know, and I will fight with you." And how he has decided to drop out of his College of Magic to join the Orc tribe with his friend Shaza as they fight to defend the quarry.
Oh boy.
And that's the chapter you read. You wrote narrative. Narrative is 1 through 40. Smut is 41 through 70. And 71 through 100 is an action scene.
Nice.
Rad.
As you are practicing with your bow and everything, your quarterstaff, you're feeling good. Connor is reading his book. Give me a perception check.
15?
15. Okay.
20.
20. Sweet.
18.
18. All right. So before you guys, as you guys are kind of just moving around, getting familiar with it, you hear this rustling, this massive rustling, clatters and clicks, but more than you have ever heard before. And Keela looks up. She turns off the motors, so you guys are just coasting. And there's a quiet. The rain stops. And you hear it. Just clattering of skeletons. On top of skeletons. On top of skeletons. On top of skeletons. And you see a horde of skeletons kind of passing by the swampland. Not close to the actual riverbank where you guys are, but this horde of skeletons moving along the way. This Seems like the area is getting much more treacherous with Alacorte's forces. I need you all to make stealth checks.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Oh my
15?
god.
15, okay.
Can I roll again?
What did you roll? What did you roll, Arcanus? What was that?
A natty 1?
Natty 1. Natty.
Oh.
No.
Why do my stealth rolls always suck? I mean, it's a 4, but that's still nothing. Like, Jesus.
As
Oh my god.
as everyone is kind of looking over at the horde that's passing by, still a good distance, you're swinging your quarterstaff, moving it around, flipping it around, and then you accidentally hit the fairy, and it makes a good thunk sound. And as you hit it, the beginning is like, oh well, and then you look at the top of your quarterstaff, it starts to glow. And it just starts flashing over and over again, and you see a bank, just a good chunk, like probably a middle chunk of that horde, turn and start going towards your area. And you see Kayla like, oh shit, and she runs off to and starts trying to get the fairy out. And you see this big chunk of a swarm of skeletons start running after you guys. You guys got about 6 seconds before they're on you. What do you want to do?
Honor, you got anything that can slow him down?
Wish I did.
Can I? Is there a surface that I can spit the acid on that can maybe like slow him down? Like,
You guys are on a riverbank, so the skeletons are gonna have to get into the water before they even get to you. You can shoot. You can shoot the acid wherever you want. Maybe they'll fall over it.
Can I try to electrify the water behind us?
You
like
wanna
rage and have my aura just kind of hit in the area that we're leaving?
arm style.
I mean, you can try. You can try. We'll see if the electricity kind of hangs out in the water that long. How long does or are you trying to wait for them to hit the water and then are you gonna try to hold an action for that?
Yeah, I guess that would make the most sense because it's really quick. It's just a bonus action flash of lightning.
Okay, so we'll say you're holding your action to hit the lightning once they hit the water.
Yeah.
Okay, Connor?
So Connor is going to just step up next to Saga and ready his weapon, and he'll ignite once it's time.
Okay, so you're holding the Ignis. So you already start your top of the turn, boom, with your fire going. Larcanus?
I just want to have my like. I don't have any throwing weapons or anything, dude. I just want to have like my acid ready to spit.
Okay, and you're going to hold your acid. Okay, so once they hit you guys, those are your first moves. As and they're just running on, and Poke's like, oh, God damn! And Poke runs in and closes the doors of the little cabin area where you guys have been holding. So it's just him and Jago. So you see he's like, oh, shit, I'm with a dead body!
Don't touch him!
And he just locks the doors, and Keyleth comes out to the bed. Fucking A, no, I'll be goddamn, nope. And she kind of reaches into a satchel, and she pulls out this very odd device. It holds open in her hand. It's this kind of barrel with a handle on it, and you hear a sound. She's like, ain't nobody fucking with my baby, let's go. And
What is that? What? I've never seen one of those before.
I call this my boom baby.
That you would.
Very nice. All right. Let's see what you can do with that boom, baby.
And as the battle commences, let me, because I still don't have my internet. So I'm doing it all through my phone.
You hotspot your phone.
No, my hot. Well, it's my something is with my Wi-Fi. I think my Wi-Fi is straight down because I look at my phone and it's using his mobile data, and my laptop is still working, but it's directly connected through an Ethernet cord. But my desktop that is using a Wi-Fi is nixed. So
I wonder if that's the issue because we were just lagging again on the stream.
yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
The stream is just really not working.
Well, I will be uploading this to YouTube.
I plan on trying to fix this at some point, but I just don't even know where to begin.
Yeah, I'm just kind of sailing without a paddle. So, as the horde of skeletons hit the water, go ahead. The skeletons will do the. It's a dexterity, right? Is it?
That's right.
So, ooh, that's a 7. So how much damage does?
Fail.
Yeah.
So that is going to be 8 points of damage.
Cool. As the horde hits the water bank, you surge lightning through it, and you see a few of them kind of fall off and go down the bank of the water, the river, seemingly dead, but there's a lot of them, and the rest of them just keep coming. You, Connor, ignite your sword, ready for the attack. Larcanus, you're just kind of prepping, getting ready for the first wave of them to hit, and you see Keyleth. Let me roll. Oh, they fell that one too. So you see Keyleth hold this type of pistol, and she pulls the front part of it down, flips it over, clocks it back in, and then takes something out of her packet, connects a spider to the pistol. It holds in. She's like, "Light him up!" And a massive flame just shoots right out of the pistol, turning into a Eldritch cannon flamethrower. And the horde takes. Oh no, this is D8.
Not D6 territory, baby. This is D8.
Takes 8. They take 8 fire damage. As a few of them burn away and just start scouring, but again, they're just immediately just trampled over by the group of skeletons right behind them, and they start crowding the boat, enveloping you guys. Roll initiative.
Yay.
Oh man, I have to advance.
Okay, what we got, guys?
14.
14.
Also, the stream is just straight up down right now. It looks
Oh, God. It's a travesty today. It's just probably too much for my...
Internet, why would you do this?
Yeah. Let's see if I maybe get it going again. Let me see.
We can, we'll get our initiative rolls, and then we'll take a 10-minute break.
Sure thing.
Good.
We're looking at
That was a 14 for me.
Okay.
18.
18. And Larcanus?
19.
19. Let me get the swarm. Ooh, that's a 91 for the swarm.
Hey.
Which...
Because none of us have AoE stuff.
Nope.
You really need a magic user. Wow. This is where Saga takes a dip into, like, Storm Sorcerer or something.
Which, incidentally, is what Gabriel is. But
Great if he were still around.
I know, right? But on that note, guys, if you like, when I record this and put it on, we're going to take a break, and hopefully we can fix a few of these problems, and we will see you guys in 10 minutes.
Go.
Go over to break.